Now then, boys, what's going on? This is Yorkie here, and welcome back to another episode of this FIFA 23 Tottenham Hotspur career mode. Now, last time out, we got through a massive chunk of games, including kicking off our Champions League campaign there against Roma, and we beat them 5-1 in the first game. Moved on in the Champions League to beat Celtic 3-0, but unfortunately drew against Porto, so everything is still up in the air in that group in the Champions League. We are going to complete that in today's episode. We also got a big victory against Arsenal twice over, even beat them in the pens in the Carabao Cup. We're going to kick off the episode by taking on Norwich in the Carabao Cup, and we've got a whole host of games. I'm going to try and get to the end of December in this one, which does mean the next episode will be January, so your suggestions are needed. You need to keep in mind that we don't have that much money left, though. We did spend quite a bit, but we haven't been backed as much as I expected us to be while we've been here at Tottenham. Hopefully, with the players we did manage to bring in, we will be able to compete on both fronts. That's the Champions League and the Premier League this season. We're currently joint first as well in the Premier League. Technically, that's how I view it. Joint first. Liverpool at the top, not lost a game yet, and ourselves just below them, not lost a game yet. We also play West Ham today, and they've only lost one game so far this season. Having a really good start, but they are 5 points behind ourselves and Liverpool, with Manchester United and Man City both chasing and not doing a good job of it. 2 defeats for both sides already. Pretty interesting news article here as well. I've not seen this one before. We might actually try and use these to gauge what we do with certain players. Lies that Brian Hill is questioning his future at Tottenham. He's frustrated. He's not happy with the game time he's being given. I don't know why he's got one eye shut, though. That is a bit weird. But he's not happy here. So unless he gets more game time, I think we'll actually try and move him on in January and use these kind of news scenarios to make certain decisions on players' happiness and whether we can keep them or whether we need to let them go. Now, we are going to rotate for this Norwich game, though, because it's the Carabao Cup. I don't think it's that important. We do want to get to a final. Of course, we want to win as many trophies as possible, and this one just escaped us last season. But with it being against Norwich and the Premier League being our focus, this will be the starting 11. Kane does still stay in the team. Apart from that, it's quite heavily rotated. Brian Hill, though, is in the starting 11. Let's give him some game time, see how he gets on, see if we can get to grips with it. Also, big note, rotation of goalkeeper. No Lafont for the first time this season. We're going to give our backup goalkeeper a few games. And because I'd like to get the victory in this one to go as far as possible, we're going to play the highlights. Definitely not going to make the rookie mistake as well of underestimating Norwich, because I've done that so many times. Now, this looks like a very good clean break, but it is going to be all on Harry Kane and what he could do here. And I just didn't think he had the footwork. Now, the camera is different, right? The camera seems to have reverted back. I don't know why. Scarlett, that was nearly a really good ball into Harry Kane. I don't know why the camera has reverted back. It's supposed to be on co-op. Now, it says it's on co-op. I definitely don't feel like in these highlights at the minute that we are playing on the co-op camera. This might have been the same the entire time we've done the highlights, and I've just not noticed it. Not much has happened in this game so far, but we're going to get another good run. It's going to be with Kovichka, who has the pace to burn, and Scarlett could be in over the top. He's been in pretty good goal-scoring form. That was actually really poor control from him. Can I get it back across? I can. Edwards, getting a rare start. He's another one that might be on the chopping block. Needs to do a little bit better. See what I could do with this corner. To go 1-0 up before half-time would be massive. We've been pretty decent for corners. That's a great corner. Mark Gahey just puts it over the bar. We're going to have a Spurs solo run here. It's going to be a ball over the top to Harry Kane. Now, he is usually perfect in these positions. Harry Kane, as per usual, will make it 1-0 Tottenham, and we have a foot through to the next round in the Carabao Cup. Well, this isn't what you want to see. Only moments later, Norwich, penalty. It's going to be Kyle George. It's going to be the backup goalkeeper, and it's going to be a goal. It's going to be 1-1, just like that, instantly. They're making a game of this now in Norwich, and I don't like it. But can we just, minutes again later, manage to get another goal? Edwards will play that one up. Scarlett was making a really good run there, but I didn't really see it, but Scarlett is still going to be making the run there, and I just can't get the ball over into him. It's another penalty shootout. We had the same against Arsenal. We're going to have the same again now, and we've made some substitutions. Is Kyle George going to go the same way again? He is, and he scores it. That's a perfect penalty. Harry Kane now, leader of men. He's normally very good in these situations, and he is again. Wasn't so good for England, though, was he? Can we save this penalty? We can. What a great save. Luca substituted on. Can he find the back of the net? He can. We're up 2 penalties to 1. Saving another one now would be absolutely massive. Oh, that's perfect. Scarlett, the youngster. What can he do? I'm going to get a lot of power on it, and I'm going to hope that it finds the bottom corner. We're still in this. We've already won 1 penalty shootout in this competition, and we're going to save another penalty. It is down to this one. It is down to Marcus Edwards. Can I find the top of the net? I can't. It's saved. Marcus Edwards' luck is absolutely horrendous. Can the goalkeeper send us through? He can't. So it's going to be down to this penalty. Højbjerg, please send us through to the next round. I went straight at the goalkeeper. That sometimes works. Moamba now steps up. We save it. Sudden death. Fine Hill. Future at the club unknown. Can he get the goal we need? He can. He will send Tottenham through to the next round of the Carabao Cup. And it looks like we're doing it the hard way with penalties, but we will take it. Great news as well following the Norwich match. Christian Romero is returning from injury. It's going to take him a couple of weeks to get back to match sharpness, but just having him back in the centre-back rotation is huge. Him and Bastoni finally getting to play together. I can't wait. Full strength for this West Ham game then. It's all important. They're having a very good start to the season. They've got a strong starting 11. This will be ours. Kane and Son up top. Madison in behind, Kulusevski, Destiny as our left midfielder. He's kind of become the starting left midfielder. No Romero just yet, only just returning from injury. So Markham's going to play in the centre. This is still a very strong starting 11. The starting 11, I feel like, should definitely be able to get the job done here against West Ham. But when they're having such a good start to the season, you never know. We are on the 3-minute halves as well, and we're going to be sticking to it. It does actually mean that we could probably put more games in per episode. We could get through these seasons even quicker, which does mean for you people that are asking for an RTG, that's potentially there. If we can get through games a lot quicker, there is potential that we just do this Spurs series and then after one big RTG. I don't know yet. We'll probably vote on that later down the line. Let's focus on this Tottenham Hotspur career mode, Jet, because we've not lifted the Champions League trophy. Donny now bringing that forward. He's so good on the ball. That is fantastic. Destiny didn't really have the pass on. James Maddison now into Basuma. Oh, he's probably looking for a pass that just isn't there to be had. Heung-min Son tries to turn in Dicker. And Dicker, remember, we nearly signed him. If it weren't for his move to West Ham, he'd be a Tottenham Hotspur player. James Maddison. I did have a runner. I couldn't find him. Kulusevski. Oh, he's found Harry Kane. Harry Kane with a shot straight at the goalkeeper. Easy to save. Gonna try and loft that one over to Harry Kane with the header. What a save. Heung-min Son will tap it in. And once again, Son bags a goal for Tottenham. If there's anything that is guaranteed in this series, it's that man finding the back of the net on a consistent basis. I maybe should have let that drop for Harry Kane, but I was nervous we weren't going to get onto the ball and his touch was going to be horrendous. Son saving the day there just to tap it in. 7 goals in 8 matches. Is he on for another Ballon d'Or season? Oh, that was a lovely ball played in. Are we going to get there? We're not. Oh, Højbjerg saves the day, doesn't? Otavio Nailey finds the back of the net. We get away with that one. Nailey just letting West Ham straight back into the game. So far, defensively in this game, we've looked ridiculous. Maddison this time does find Harry Kane straight through. Harry Kane, surely. Oh, it's awful. It's awful. I don't know what that was, Harry. That was such a poor shot from him. He's good with both feet. It was as if he can't use his weaker foot. Play that one out wide. I've got it in to Maddison. Harry Kane this time surely can't miss. Areola saves it again. Harry Kane's got to be kicking himself. He has not bagged at least 2 in this one. West Ham are living a charmed life. So Harry Kane nearly gets to that one. Kulusevski cannot get to the rebound. Good footwork from Son. Good footwork. Can't find the ball in behind. That is great for Maddison. He could pick a pass out anywhere. And that's going to work out well for me. Maddison now with a screamer. He's on for a great season as well as James Maddison. And he's 2-0 Tottenham. Well, after that, we're going to make a triple sub. Harry Kane's going to come off. I feel bad. I do, but he's having a really poor performance. And again, giving Edwards some minutes. See what we think. I do still feel like when January comes around, though, he is most likely on the chopping block. Edwards has got pace. Edwards' touch wasn't awful. Can he get it across? He can. He does get it across. Heung-min Son. What a ball across that is from Marcus Edwards. And we make it 3-0. And this game is done and dusted. Needed him to have an impact, didn't I, Marcus Edwards? They're bringing on Griezmann now. As if they can bring on Griezmann from the bench. But Heung-min Son, again, I don't think he's carrying this season. But maybe you guys would say differently. He's certainly having the impact we need. And I knew that was coming. Antoine Griezmann now. Lafont will be chipped. It's going to be 3-1. It's a consolation. They maybe should have started Griezmann. I don't know why, although Skamaka will have grown a lot. It does seem a little bit wild that Griezmann didn't get a start. And Bastoni was completely out of position. And we just got screwed over a little bit there. It doesn't matter regardless, because we win another game. It's a 3-1 victory for Tottenham. We keep marching towards back-to-back Premier League title. I mean, it may be really early days after 10 matches to be saying back-to-back Premier League titles. But you never know. You have to have faith in the squad that you have built. And I have a lot of faith in this team we put together. But worryingly, Liverpool already have scored 32 goals. And we've got Porto coming up next. We drew against them last time. We're actually going to play it because this will give us a massive foothold in the group if we can beat them. Bit of rotation for this one, of course, because it's coming straight after. But this will be the starting 11. Scarlett and Richarlison up top for the first time together. Bitchker on the left, Brian Hill on the right. Again, trying to give him game time. 84 rated. He needs it. Edwards has earned himself a start in this one as well. Rene comes back in next to Højbjerg. I've kept that midfield very strong for this match. And of course, Lafont in goal because they did have a lot of shots against us last time. Just noticed that we weren't actually recording game sound. So I fixed that now. That should be sorted. You should be hearing it. So apologies for no crowd in that first game. But we are going to have it for this massive Champions League game against Porto. And this is a big one. That's why the jackets come off. Because this could either really just put us through or blow the group wide open. Porto in this 4-4-2 caused me so many issues last time out. I do feel like the players we've got on the pitch here should be able to do a job. It's a big opportunity for players like Edwards and Brian Hill to have a massive impact. Instantly, they've got back here. And I am going to really struggle to break them down. I'm going to need something ridiculous here. Brian Hill has found Richarlison. Raya. Again, we meet again. Raya has been beastly every time I've come up against him, and I don't think he'll be any different in this game. Oh, that's a great ball roll. We've got to be clever. Gerard Deulofeu makes it 1-0 Porto. I said we had to watch out for him. He is a nightmare. This Porto team is just so good. If anyone goes through this group, it's us and Porto. That ball roll absolutely sold me. Davey rotating the squad so much now might seem like such a crazy thing to do. I have to give these lads opportunities. These long balls that they're playing forward at the moment are killing me, and they've done me again. Oh my god, it's 2-0. That is just clinical stuff from Porto. Have I found my bogey team this season? And is it going to be Porto, or why is it Porto? Because they've just done me there. They've had 2 shots. They've scored both of them. I'm not sure we come back from this position. And then Edwards. Still going to get it over to him. Edwards now. This is massive. Edwards, can he get us back into it? It's another great save by Raya, but at least we're putting some pressure on. We could do anything from the corner. One back before half-time. Massive. Really is massive. It's off the line. Brian Hill will collect it. Get that one out to Scarlett. He'll get it out to Højbjerg. And it's a critical moment in time. I don't know where I'm going to go with this because I just don't have the bodies there. Scarlett now turns. He plays it into Richarlison. Oh, he's got to bag it. He's got to score that just before the half-time whistle. Things have not gone Richarlison's way this season. And do we need to replace Richarlison? He's done it again. He's put it wide again. How? How, Richarlison? You've done everything right. Of course he's got his head in his hands. He's done everything right. That could have been 2 goals right there, and we're right back in this game. This result as well, if it stays as it is, blows the group wide open. And I mean wide open. Because anyone will be able to go through. And our Champions League fate will be hanging in the balance. We're going to have to beat Celtic. We're going to have to beat Roma. We're going to turn to 2 old Spurs Champions League heroes. And Lucas Moura, Dele Alli are going to come on the pitch. Are they going to have the impact we need? I am hoping so. Lucas Moura can provide that different style of striker that we need. He can provide the Son style of striker. Not as well. Please do not make it 3-0. But he can provide that. So, with him on the pitch, maybe that'll change things up. I've decided to take off Richarlison, mainly because he's had 2 absolute howlers in terms of misses. Is that a good ball? Naily Scarlett just did not read or was not on the same wavelength. Dele Alli. God, what a moment that would be. Back to Lucas Moura. Oh, you've got to score it, Lucas Moura. If he has sharpness, I think that's a goal. But the chances that we have had in this match is just, it's ridiculous that we've not scored them. Scarlett. Oh, we're not going Scarlett. We're going Kovichka. Scarlett! He's offside. Is he onside? Is he offside? He's onside. 2-1. Are we back in it? What a goal that was as well. Like, what a finish. No, we're not bringing him off. Great ball in the end. I thought it was a rubbish ball in. Scarlett makes it 2-1. And, yeah, we have an opportunity now, lads. This is horrendous. Lenley has lost the football. I repeat, Lenley has lost the football. Don't score it. Oh, my God, he's hit the post. Well, open play just hasn't been my friend recently. Oh, that was poor. That was poor. Deulofeu's shot is saved. We're going to have no time, though. It's a corner. There's a minute. We haven't really done enough since we scored the goal. Basically done nothing since we scored the goal. And Delafeu's just absolutely fooled everyone. This could be another goal here. Well defended. Will he give me time? He won't. It's going to be the full-time whistle. 2-1 defeat to Porto. It blows the group wide open. We left it too late. Raya again. I mean, he's just so good. And Richarlison. Those chances that Richarlison had, we needed to take. I cannot believe Richarlison missed those opportunities. But as I said, it blows it wide open. We're neck and neck on points now with Roma. Porto on 8. So it really is probably going to come down to how Porto do against Roma and how we do against Celtic. We have to beat Celtic, and then we probably have to beat Roma as well. We've reached a stage at this point where if we lose in the Champions League now, we are out. Also, we're moving on Alfie Whiteman, 1 million. Backup goalkeeper. Glad he's gone. Next up, Brentford. Strongest starting 11. We're going to quick sim this one. I expect a victory. We should be beating Brentford in the quick sim. And we do. 3-2. Didn't make it easy, did we? Harry Kane, Son and Maddison. I mean, that front three has just been killing it for us. Next up is this Fulham game. We play Roma straight after this. And you know that that is the important game that we are targeting. So hopefully the quick sim will go my way again. We get another victory in the Premier League. It's a 2-2 draw against Fulham. Really frustrating because Kane scored early, but Kilman gets himself sent off and Harry Kane saves us in the 82nd minute. They don't come much bigger at this stage of the season than this game right here against Roma. This is the starting 11. It's strong. It's a strong starting 11. We need to beat Roma. We really need to beat Roma. Most importantly, we can't afford to lose against Roma, but we want to beat them to hopefully secure a spot, basically, in theory. It is a very, very strong Roma side. There's no bones about it. This Roma squad that they put together is very good. It's not going to be an easy one. I'm just hoping with our normal starting 11 here in Rome that we can get the job done. An opportunity for Beto. We're going to charge him down. How's he get that ball across? What a save, Lafont. A miracle worker is Beto. Win the header, Sessegnon. Bastoni wins it. Oh, they get the second one. And luckily for us, it's going to be our ball. Sessegnon. And Son then into Harry Kane. Surely Harry Kane back in the goals. And it is 1-0 Tottenham. And the captain, we need it. Because since he's had the armband, he's just not really fired on all cylinders. And I really need that from you now, Harry. Because Son is doing his best. But I need you bagging goals as well. What a great assist. There's no saving that one. Not out of this one yet. Because they'll have a good attack. And recently my defending is playing the game. Because I'm not playing the game as much. That's what's happening. With the Christmas period, I'm working so much. I'm not playing the game anywhere near as much. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Heung-min Son. Heung-min Son will make it 2. And that just might be what we needed. Heung-min Son makes it 2-0 Tottenham. But with it being Christmas and we working so much, I'm just not playing the game as much. So my defending has been awful. But luckily, we can still attack. I'm not too good at these, but we're going to go for it. Why not? Because at this stage of the game, we can do. We're going to try and just whip it in with a load of curl. It's not a bad ball, is it? James Maddison is not the intended target ever for that kind of ball, though. Yves Bissouma. Oh, I thought that was going in the back of the net. That would have been a massive goal. That was a very smooth first half compared to the Porto game. More of the same here in the second. I do find the formation that Roma are playing much easier to break down. Let's see if we can kind of rinse and repeat here in the second half. It's only going to take 1 goal, really, from Roma, and that is just going to make this really stressful. I don't want that. Don't think you guys want that for me. What a pass that is from Bissouma. And you can't just give Heung-min Son this kind of room. And he's going to cut it across. Oh, he's perfect. Harry Kane's put it wide. What is with the boys today? Richarlison's done that. And Harry Kane, I was about to cheer for 3-0. No, it's not 3-0. It's still 2-0. And Roma is still in the game. We'll have a few subs now because we have got big games coming up. And I want to make sure that we stay on track in the Premier League. Obviously, Champions League in this episode is the main focus. Because we can't be going out. I think you guys would murder me. Especially with the group we've been given. It seemed like such a given of a group. And then those games against Porto just completely flipped it upside down. We will rest the likes of Harry Kane now. Give those opportunities to Scarlett. Because you guys really wanted me to give him those chances as the homegrown product here at Tottenham. That was extremely bad from us. Zaniolo shot is saved. Zaniolo was nearly our biggest signing as well. You remember, we nearly brought him in. It was Maddison or Zaniolo that was going to go for, and we ended up going for James Maddison. Scarlett now. They're going to give him that much room. Scarlett has got a little bit of pace to burn. Oh my God, Scarlett. What can he do here? He's still got it. He's still got it. He nearly played the perfect ball through to Son. That would have been a great goal. Tony now. Has he got that pass on? He does. He finds Edwards perfectly. Into Spence. Spence then. Across to Son. Oh, what a save from Patricio. Right at the end of the match, but we're going to be giving this corner. Let's see if I could do anything with it. It's not a bad ball in. And what a save from Patricio. 2-0 will be the end result, though. And we do beat Roma. What a massive result. Harry Kane and Son, I still can't get over. Harry Kane, though, missing the opportunity that he missed. Him and Richarlison need to have some shooting practice, I think. Speaking of Richarlison, we maybe need to start thinking about what we're going to do with him, because 86 rated, he's 27. He's going to want a lot of game time, and he's not getting the goals for us. He's got 4 goals. Scarlett's got 3, and he's the youngster. And Richarlison only having 4 in 12 games just isn't contributing enough. I need just a little bit more from him. We're going to keep giving him opportunities, but maybe it's time to move on Richarlison. Let me know what you think. Chelsea up next then. The games do not get any easier, and we need to just keep winning in the league. We are going to play the highlights in this one. This is the starting 11. The only real change is that Romero comes out because he's knackered. Only just coming back from that injury, and Samakam takes his place there. He's been great. Oh, no, this Chelsea team is good. They might not be having a good season. We know apart from the back line, which is definitely aging at this stage, they have a lot of threats on the pitch. I expected to see quite a lot of Chelsea highlights in this one as well, because we've done it so far where we've played against smaller sides. Is that going to be Son in? It's not, but it might be Harry Kane with a good shooting opportunity. Kepa saves it. Corner kick for Chelsea. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit whatsoever. Let's see what they can do from the corner. I would love to win this game. Kulusevski clear it. Doesn't clear it fully. Dyer now. Oh my God, there's bodies everywhere. I thought I'd got to that. James puts it wide. But we've got a free kick now, and there's just no way I'm going to pump this forward. We're just going to start working it forward nice and slowly. Pull them out of position as much as humanly possible. Kulusevski finds James Maddison. Oh, well saved, Kepa. If we took a point from this, it wouldn't be a bad result. Because the more and more I'm playing against them, the more and more you just realise that Chelsea's back line is just horrendous to play against. That was just a terrible opportunity. Free kick. And if there was ever a time that I want to score from one of these kind of free kicks, it is now. Let's see what we can do. I feel like I've gone back post. I haven't. There's a good ball in. Illich gets to it. Nothing coming from it. And it will finish 0-0. And I'll take that. A 0-0 here against Chelsea is not a poor result. Keeps us going in the league. Keeps us going strong in the league as well. Not really much happening in that match. And it never does when we play against Chelsea, because they play such a rigid back line. One of the hardest teams I've come up against to try and break down. Next up then, Everton. We're going to quick sim this one. Hopefully we can get a decent result with a quick sim. It's a very strong starting 11. There's Premier League games coming thick and fast now, and it will be 3-0. Harry Kane, Llorente, and Spence. Spence bagging a goal later on. Well done, Spence. Good news as well for us. Clean sheet leader, Alban Lafont. He's been such a good replacement for Lloris. I imagine he's the #1 for France right now as well. 5 clean sheets in 14 matches, only conceding 11 goals this season. Next up, this game against Bournemouth. Same again, quick sim. They're not having a good season, but you never know. You can slip up against these kind of sides. We play Celtic next, so that is the important one we are highlighting. We have to beat Celtic to go through. I think actually a draw against Celtic lets us go through. And with the rotation, it means you don't always win games. I told you, these kind of games, you could slip up in them, and we lose 3-1 to Bournemouth. Mepham and Hickey, defenders, getting goals for Bournemouth. Only had 4 shots to ours. Lenley scoring for us, so it was just defenders galore. No one did anything really going forward from a strike position from us, and we're going to lose 3-1 to Bournemouth. Our first loss of the season comes at the hands of Bournemouth. But you can see how well teams are performing in this year's Premier League. We didn't see sides performing anywhere near as good as this last year. We've only lost 1 game all season, and we find ourselves not top, not second, but 3rd in the league. It's going to be a real tough title race this year, so there might come a point where we just really focus on the Champions League and just say it's not going to be our year, because teams like Liverpool and Man City are really unhappy that we won the trophy the season before. But it's time for the all-important game. It's time for Celtic. Now, they may be sat at the bottom of this group with 0 points, but that means absolutely nothing. They will believe that they can spoil our day, and they would love it if they are the reason why we do not go through in the group. Porto are basically through. Roma will need to beat Porto in order to knock us out and us to lose. And although we are basically through, thanks to goal difference and head-to-head, because I think that's how it works. You never know what's going to happen here. I want a good result against Celtic. I want to beat them. This will be the starting 11. It is still a strong starting 11. We've had to rotate a tiny bit because of tired players, but it is still strong. That back line is really strong. Bastoni, Romero, and Kilman, but Bastoni and Romero are in there. And I like the partnership of Llorente and Illich in midfield. Let's see how they get on today. All comes down to this then. Can Celtic ruin our day? I've not seen this away kit from Celtic before either. It's pretty nice. Got Joshua Zirkzee up top. And Dutch strikers, just like the Boadu from Fulham, tend to cause me issues. Let's see how Illich and Llorente fare together today. I've really enjoyed Illich since he come back from his loans. I know some people thought it was maybe not a worthwhile deal. But he's been pretty good for us, Harry Kane. Going to be partnering Scarlett today. That's a great ball. Kavicka! Oh, is he onside, though? I'm questioning if he is. But it looks like our number 7 has made it 1-0 instantly here against Celtic. What a great ball in from Destiny to pick him out as well. Great touch, great finish. Well, no, at 1-0, this game just isn't over as they give the ball away there very poorly. Is Scarlett going to be in? Is it going to be a Champions League goal for Scarlett? Oh, what a save. If we can whip in a good corner. I've not scored a corner in ages. I feel like I put really good corners in, just haven't scored them. And, okay, I mean, it's not going to be Romero's goal. He is back in the team. It's not going to be his goal. But we will take it. It's 2-0 Tottenham. Celtic are falling apart a little bit. It's a really good header. Little bit of a calamity there, though, right? Little bit of a calamity between the goalkeeper and whoever was on the post. But Zirkzee's going to turn. He's not going to have an opportunity to shoot, though. Diallo now, back into Zirkzee. He is the problem for us, Lafon. Oh, my God. Busio scores it. Lafon spills it. It's rare you see him make a mistake. They managed to get one back. Just like that. I'm nervous again. Because we started this game so well, it doesn't feel like we can score more goals, but we started the game so well, and Celtic, within just a second and a mistake from the font, are right back in the game. Are we seeing Harry Kane start to slow down a little bit? Is that what we're seeing here in this save? Which is absolutely devastating. But is Scarlett about to ramp up a little bit? Yes, he is. Scarlett will make it 3-1 here against Celtic. Well, if Harry Kane can't do it, someone has to, don't they? And Scarlett might be making the step up this season. What a finish. Destiny. Waiting. I'll ping that one across. He did great. Kulusevski disguises it to Harry Kane. And if he's onside, which I believe he is, it's going to be 4-1. A night-night Celtic. And Tottenham through to the next round of the Champions League. You could not have ended that half any more perfectly. So let's just see what Celtic come out with in the second half. I think we can score more. What a ball that is to Scarlett. Scarlett lifts it. Kavicka again. Oh, it's just too easy. It's just too easy. He's even on 3 minutes. 5-1 against Celtic. Just shows you the difference in quality. On come the changes then, because there is no need to keep this starting 11 out that is out there. We're going to make the changes. Harry Kane coming off, obviously. Kulusevski coming off. Llorente. Let's give these young boys some opportunities. And Ivan Toney, again, we'll give him a chance. I don't know. He didn't bag the goals, did he? I still like him. I think he's versatile. He'll probably he's like our Ricky Lambert that Liverpool had, right? He's a little bit like our Ricky Lambert. He just hasn't really got the quality to be Tottenham in this save. In this save. Don't come at me in the comments and say in real life, oh, that would have been a great ball through as well. Ivan Toney would have been straight in. Not sure he would have finished it, but he would have been in. Well, then Kavicka. That is a nice ball. And Scarlett is in again. And is he going to get another goal here in the Champions League? Of course he is. It's going to be 6-1. And what an emphatic way to book our place into the next round of the Champions League. Other than having this kind of display. And just these young players that are on the pitch having such an impact. And Scarlett, that's so massive for him. I just hope he can continue this now. If he could continue this kind of form, we could have an amazing season with him. Mishka wins it back. And Scarlett's going to be clean through the middle. Again, I cannot believe this. Is this a hat-trick for Scarlett in the Champions League? It will be. Scarlett with a hat-trick. 7-1 against Celtic. They won't want to watch this one back. They definitely won't want to see this one back. Dane Scarlett getting himself a hat-trick. What a beautiful moment for the academy lad, who you guys wanted to see play a massive part in this season and in the series. Well, he's having his moment now. Is there going to be an opportunity for even more? That's a great ball over to Ivan Toney. Oh, my God. They just absolutely... I can't believe how much they've collapsed. Ivan Toney getting in on the act. It's 8-1 now. It's just back-to-back-to-back goals at this point. They are offering nothing. If our Champions League place was ever in doubt, we ended it emphatically in this one. There's Garlic getting the match ball, which is just perfect for me to see. I'm so excited that he's picking up the match ball, and long may it continue. I hope his future is very bright here at Tottenham. That is it, though. We are through now in the Champions League. We might even have finished top, depending on the Porto-Roma result. Oh, ended up beating Roma 3-2, so we don't finish top, but every time we finish top, it's never actually helped me. So I'm not too worried about it. I think second place in this group is a little bit frustrating, but we still qualified. That's the main thing, just qualify. Minus 16 goal difference for poor Celtic. And that is where we're going to end this episode. It's been a little bit of a mixed one, but we managed to fight through and book our place in the next round in the Champions League. I don't think the draw is instant, although it is. The draw is instant. We have Bayer Leverkusen in the next round. That will be interesting to see how those two games go and to see how Bayer Leverkusen have built that squad. Next time round, we've got a whole host of games in December and the January transfer window will open. So it's very important that you guys get in your suggestions, but do bear in mind, we don't have any money. More suggestions on who we sell. Do we sell Edwards? He had a really good episode, so maybe we don't. But Richarlison, Brian Hill isn't happy at the club. Do we now move him on or do we give him more opportunities? These are all questions that you guys need to answer. Once again, thank you very much for the support, boys, on the series. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you for the next episode.